off while I make some preparations. Let's meet up again. See you then.
Oh, Haytham sure is taking his time. Where could he be? Oh, there he is.
Sorry to keep you waiting.
Yep.
Oh, Haytham. I knew you were crazy, but I didn't know you were crazy enough to actually—
It was I who demanded that these negotiations take place. I was more— This is turning into quite an occasion.
Back up! Aren't you the brat from the restaurant the other day? You've come to— I'm not going to mince my words. Once we're done with you, you'll be nothing more than fish food. Get 'em, boy!
Uh-oh, here they come.
That was enough!
You can't run! Let's light it up!
Law of the jungle!
Yeah!
Following orders.
I'm going in! Shiver! You can't run!
Higher, higher, pants on fire!
Academia scum! Boss! Finally! Did you use it? Great! Now we can— Boss? Boss! What's wrong?
What happened to him?
We have to cut his Akasha connection, now.
Target acquired! Arrest him! Do not impede our work. Is that understood, Al-Haytham?
Of course. I was only trying to help.
Take him away!
World, forget me.
What in Tibet just happened? It's like that big guy suddenly lost his mind.
It looks like he used the Divine Knowledge Capsule.
You mean the Divine Knowledge Capsule did that to him? yeah. You mean how some researchers go insane after getting knowledge from Irminsul?
I've heard of numerous incidents of researchers in Satyavada life going insane. This divine knowledge capsule does appear to be linked to the gods, but beyond that, it doesn't seem anything like the rumors suggest. Possessing it doesn't grant you divine wisdom or power. Did you hear what he said? World, forget me. What could that possibly mean?
If the mantra took him away, then that means the Academia got the divine knowledge cap. Still, Paimon didn't expect the divine knowledge capsule.
As things stand, there is no reason for me to remain in Port Ormos. I believe our collaboration has also reached its end.
Oh, we were so busy trying to find the divine knowledge capsule that Paimon forgot to ask you something. Since you're...
Truthfully, I don't. Lesser Lord Kusanali appears to exist outside of SUMERU's entire administration. Most of the time, you wouldn't know she exists. Moreover, since the Academia possesses the Akasha, a symbol of our deity's wisdom, scholars have no reason to desire to make contact with the deity herself anyway.
Everything about Lesser...
I'm heading back to the Academia. How about you?
It's almost the day of the Sub-Zero's festival. Maybe we should head back too. We've been rushed off our feet over the past few days, so maybe a little rest and relaxation will do us good. Then we'll part ways here, Alhaitham, until we meet again.
Now, do I deal with this thing first? Or should I produce the report that the higher-ups require?
We didn't miss the Sub-Zero's festival, right? Let's hurry and find Dunyarzad. Paimon thinks she must be around the Grand Bazaar, since she showed us around there last time. There she is! Dunyarzad, we're back!
Just as promised, Traveler and Paimon. I'm so glad that you two came back to celebrate Lesser Lord Kusanali's birthday. Indeed. The festival's tomorrow.
There's no need to be nervous. Paimon's sure that Lesser Lord Kusanali...
Thanks, Paimon. I hope that everyone who comes to the... Speaking of which, did you manage to make your way to Port Or...
Of course we went. A lot of things happened there.
I see. If there is another chance...
My lady, if you went to Port Ormos in your current state, we'd both be in for a lifetime of trouble.
Dia! You were eavesdropping!
It's called covert protection. Keeping an ear out for what's going on around my employer is part of the job.
It's all right, Dia. I merely said I would like to go. My body could handle it. The festival's tomorrow. I've been doing nothing but causing trouble for you. So, Dia, please take some time to relax. I'll be fine.
Even when you put it that way, it's still...
Don't worry, my guardian knight.
Okay, fine, but only tonight. Tomorrow's a big day, and many no-good scumbags are gonna...
Oh, you two must be exhausted. I've already prepared a room for you to...
Whoa, you're so top.
What's so great about Snake
Here we are. It's also fairly close to where I've been staying.
It looks really nice.
Not at all.
That's Paimon's specialty. Paimon can tell you stories next time.
Oh, if you don't mind, how about we all walk around together? All of my friends will be working the festival, and Dia's still insisting on her covert protection.
Yeah. It'll be pretty hard to relax and enjoy the festival if...
Then let's meet at the nearby bazaar first thing to...
It's a deal.
I may be too excited to fall asleep tonight. See you tomorrow.
Paimon's starting to really look forward to the SUMERU Oh, no. Thinking about food is just gonna keep Paimon up all night. The earlier we sleep, the better. Let's go inside, traveler. Did we oversleep? We should go meet Dun...
Traveler, Paimon, I've been...
Good morning, Dunyarzad.
Not at all. Today is fine.
You've worked so hard for this.
You know it. Oh, it's just that, as expected, I had some trouble falling asleep last night. I'm hoping my body won't be too much of an issue today. Well, shall we? Many vendors came out of the blue to support the event, and they insisted on covering costs themselves. Let's go give them some business.
They paid for everything out of pocket? Oh, sounds like they're not in this just for the Mora.
They all said that contributing to a lively festival atmosphere is more important than money. Especially since we don't often get to celebrate Lesser Lord Kusanali's birthday.
Ooh, they're selling food over that way! Let's go take a look!
This is a stall offering foods from the Haftmewa feast.
Oh, you could tell straight away. I thought most people nowadays wouldn't know.
Mushrooms, flowers, and all kind of fruit? It's all vegetarian stuff. Oh, Paimon. So, what's the Haftmewa feast you mentioned just now?
It's another Sub-Zero's festival tradition. People used to set their tables with 7 different foods. Generally speaking, the most common selections were foods like Rukashifa mushrooms, lunar lotuses, SUMERU roses, sunsetias, kapalatas, hara fruits, and zaytun peaches.
So, the Sub-Zero festival is a vegetarian holiday?
You don't have to be a vegetarian to enjoy the spread. We just use the 7 foods to symbolize the 7 virtues of the Dendro Archon.
Wait, but if that's the case, if SUMERU uses vegetarian food to represent the Dendro Archon, then wouldn't the Pyro Archon's festival be full of food like, oh, traveler, we have to go to Natlan as soon as possible?
I hope your wish comes true one day, Paimon.
Thanks. All right, how about we also check out...
Dear customers, would you like to try your hand at alchemical divination?
What's alchemical divination? Those 2 things sound like they'd be fun to try together.
Right? I thought the same when I first heard about it. It is said to be a mysterious craft invented by none other than Lesser Lord Kusanali herself.
So, how does it work?
It's quite simple. After you give me any 2 alchemical reagents, I'll use them to perform a random transmutation.
Sure sounds random. So random that it will probably...
That is precisely what we need. After the transmutation fails, your one and only diviner here will interpret the remnants.
Well, according to Lesser Lord Kusanali, everything is interconnected, and all that occurs can be traced back to fate. You could say this is a pearl of old wisdom.
Why does everything sound so much more credible when Dunyarzad says it? Are you guys working together?
So that's the true wisdom behind it. This young lady sure knows her stuff. So, how about it? Want to give it a try? Okay, one moment. It's the moon.
It looks more like a pie that Paimon bit into.
Generally speaking, the moon signifies... It means... Wait a moment.
Is he really looking it up in a book?
Oh, I remember now. It means illusions and lies.
Illusions and lies? That sounds rather ominous.
Yes, but this book says that if you trust your intuition and overcome your fears, the sun will surely rise.
He's not even trying to hide his book anymore.
Naturally, fate will only ever show you the beginning of a journey. It is up to you to forge your own ending.
Oh, it's nothing. I'm just learning as I go.
Guess that was still pretty interesting. Okay.
They say the Sub-Zero's festival was very lively a long, long time ago. Large flower carriages used to parade through the city. As they headed towards Port Ormos, people would throw flowers, candy, and liquor all along the way.
Dunyarzad's eyes are sparkling right now.
I wish I could have seen that spectacle. But if you ask me, I'm sure Nilou's dance of Sub-Zeros will be just as impressive.
Attention! Soldiers, fall into formation if you want any Yalda candies.
It's a weird guy with a weird hat.
Hey, it's Dunyarzad! Wow!
Miss Dunyarzad, the children love you even more than the Yalda candies. In the few short days it took to prepare for the Sub-Zero's festival, the children have all grown very fond of you.
The Hallowed Knight of Flowers. It's an honor that you know my name.
Attention! In the name of Ferris, the Knight of... All right, little soldiers. Take your Yalda candies and don't forget your loyalty to Lesser Lord Kusanali. Dismissed!
Yes, Knight Ferris!
Just what is going on?
Ferris, the Knight of Flowers, is another Sub-Zero's festival icon, and one immensely popular with children. In the past, the actor portraying Ferris would also sit on a flower carriage.
Today.
As are we to you, Vihar.
Oh, not at all. Oh, speaking of tradition, do you want some Yalda candies? They're a festival staple and...
Whichever one,
That is the fun part. Each box contains a random flavor. It's up to the luck of the draw. Flavors include lavender melon, hara fruit, sunsetia.
Ooh, those all sound pretty good.
And there's also lizard tail and oni kabuto.
Huh? What's up with those two flavors?
Oni kabuto is a little spicier than lizard tail.
Dunyarzad, you tried them before? Traveler, help Paimon pick one. Paimon wants the sunsetia flavor. It's all right. Paimon believes in you.
I also believe in your intuition.
Great. These boxes of candy are numbered 1 to 5 from left to right. Which one do you want? Excellent work. That is indeed sunsetia.
Paimon bet you survived so many epic battles because you had incredible luck, and Paimon was right.
Attention! Here's your sunsetia flavored candy.
Thanks a lot, Knight of Candies.
It's Knight of Flowers, not Knight of Candies.
Paimon really wilted the carriageless Knight of Flowers.
They all basically sound the same. We got our candy, so let's keep going.
Oh, actually, I just remembered that I left something behind. Can you come with me to get it?
Dunyarzad.
Things can't go on like this.
Oh, ow! Where did that come from?
I'm trying too hard. Things can't go on like this.
Let's go find some treasure. Off we go!
We're too late. Who knew the little lady was such an early riser?
I know, right? Hey.
Oh, that most certainly is. We're in luck. She's walking right into our clutches.
Those Eremites don't look like they're up to...
Who are you? I don't believe the Homayanis hired you.
That's right. We haven't received any of their mora, but I wonder how much the Homayanis would shell out to get you back.
They're a gang of kidnappers! Traveler, hurry and protect Dunyarzad!
Hey, did you scumbags even consider that the Homayanis might have hired a merc that outclasses you?
You're... Dia! Dia the Flame Main! No wonder we mercs haven't heard anything about you for so long. You sold your unruly mane to the highest bidder.
Don't speak so disrespectfully. My family started working with her as gratitude for her past kindness to us.
Don't worry about it, my lady. Just some friendly banter between mercs. One punch and those rabid dogs will expose themselves for what they really are.
Aren't your claws all dull by now? Don't get too cocky!
Traveler, take Miss Dunyarzad to a...
No! We're gonna stay and help! There's too many of them!
Please be careful, Dia.
Don't waste your time worrying about me. This is my...
Dunyarzad, are you okay? You look a little pale. Are you in shock?
I'm fine. My body always reacts like this whenever I exert myself too much.
You sure you're okay?
I'll be fine after some rest. I'm more worried about Dia. After all, none of this would have happened if I hadn't insisted on coming out today.
Yeah, don't worry.
My lady, Traveler, found ya.
Dia! You took care of them so fast!
Any more of them? Or rather, did anyone follow you?
Dia, your arm!
Oh, this? I'm fine. It's just a scratch. Normally, they wouldn't have been able to land a hit on me at all, but I'm still getting used to this new greatsword.
Please, let me take a closer look.
Come on, it's nothing. Us mercs aren't as fragile as you think.
Hold on, you said something about a new greatsword. What happened to the one you were using before?
About that. Well, I sold it, because I was low on mora. Stuff like this happens every now and then.
It can't be. The anonymous donation that was used for the venue's final round of preparations?
Hey, Miss Dunyarzad, I wasn't trying to make you cry. I'm not gonna lose my commission because I made my employer cry, am I?
Okay, making your employer cry won't affect your commission, but selling your weapon without permission and getting hurt? I'll have to reevaluate your performance.
You're so unreasonable, my lady.
Thank you very much, Dia.
Don't be like that. I get embarrassed really easily.
Are you feeling unwell again, Dunyarzad?
My lady, your condition. Traveler, can you take her somewhere to rest?
Truly.
Are you feeling better, Dunyarzad?
Yes, much better. Just give me a few moments and I'll be good to go. I didn't realize you were concerned about it. I guess I shouldn't continue to keep it a secret. I was actually born with Elazar. It's terminal now. You've already heard of Elazar. In that case, you probably know about its severity. SUMERU's current medical advancements still haven't been able to find a cure. The disease's progression can only be delayed through environmental therapy.
Dunyarzad.
There's no need to be sad. I've always lived with Elazar and I came to terms with it a long time ago. Compared to the simple fact that I'm afflicted with this, its effects on my life have been much more painful. I know that my family loves me dearly. They've done all they can to provide the best environment for me so that I can live for that much longer. However, I know I will one day succumb to this. Did you know? Before I ran away from home this time, the world outside of my home didn't even know that I existed. Since I was a child, all I could do was sit on my bed and stare at everything outside of my window. I'm sure my family's worried and disappointed in me for running away, but I just didn't want to have any regrets. I wanted to meet other people. To me, there's nothing more beautiful than being able to meet and speak with others. Not to mention the incredible time spent preparing for the festival. The joy on everyone's faces here, and all the support I've received from friends like Dia. This way, when my final day does arrive, it will be less sorrowful. At the very least, many people will remember that I once existed in this world, right?
As long as you don't forget Paimon. Paimon also won't forget about you.
Thank you two so much. I apologize for the depressing conversation. This is out of character for me. To be honest, Lesser Lord Kusanali gave me the courage to do all of this. If it weren't for her encouragement, I wouldn't have taken that first step. Thanks. There will always be frustrations in life, but I know that the point of living is not to leave behind any regrets. Oh, right! Isn't it almost time?
Huh?
Isn't the Dance of Sub-Zeros? Nilou will recreate that legendary scene with her most splendid dancing. And with that, my wish will also...
Then what are we waiting for? Let's...
Yeah, we should...
Were you not aware that the law prohibits this type of performance from taking place without prior permission?
Over there! Someone's yelling at Nilou!
I think I just saw the Academia's Grand Sage. Why is he here in person?
But the Dance of Sub-Zeros is one of the key parts of the Sub-Zeros Festival. If we can't perform it...
The Sub-Zeros Festival. The law also prohibits the private hosting of large-scale religious festivals. Only the Academia can host such an event. If you continue to resist, we will have to order an investigation into every single event organizer. The Grand Sage has already granted you much leniency. I advise that you exercise tact.
How did things turn out like this?
The Academia was originally responsible for the Sub-Zero's festival, but they failed this responsibility for many years. I need to speak with them. This is a hard pill to swallow, but you're right. Things would only get worse.
Art, dance. Aren't you ashamed of pursuing such frivolous and meaningless activities in this land of knowledge and reason? Our Archon created the utopia that is Sumeru City for all scholars who sought validity, verity, and truth, while people like you wish to defile it.
No. I believe that our Archon never rejected the arts. Even the goddess of flowers dedicated a dance to her.
With your lack of intellectual credentials, I do not believe you are qualified to debate with me. What you should be doing is finding workers to tear down this ridiculous eyesore. When we return, have the scribe draft an ordinance before the next Nyagarbha Day that prohibits public art performances. We will announce it to the public later via the Akasha.
Understood. I will inform him when I return.
The Sub-Zeru's festival. Go celebrate the birth of that god to your heart's content.
Nilou, are you okay?
Oh, Dunyarzad. You all saw that just now? The Grand Sage ordered us to stop the performance.
Yeah.
Let's go somewhere the Academia can't find us and perform there. But how do we let everyone know? And what about the atmosphere and the stage? Or we could get people to block them off so they can't interrupt the performance. No. They just threatened to investigate the...
Nilou, it's all right. Don't worry about it.
But you've been looking forward to the Dance of Sub-Zero so much, and I know how important this festival is to you. I don't want you to have any regrets.
It's okay. Seeing you care this much about my feelings is more than enough. It would be too risky to continue the Sub-Zero's festival at this point. I don't want to get everyone in trouble.
If you say so. But you can sneak out.
The next one. Yes. Okay, it's a promise. It will be a smashing success.
I can't believe this is how things turned out. Those heartless geezers.
It really is okay. There's... Still, I'd be lying if I said I had no regrets. I would have loved to see Nilou's dance.
A lot happened today. It's a shame the festival ended the way it did. Nilou and Dunyarzad promised to make the next Sub-Zero's festival a success, but Dunyarzad is running out of time. Yeah.
All connections have been secured to construct the most stable framework possible. The project is entered its most critical phase. Power has begun to flow from...
We're gonna be late! It's all because you wouldn't get out of bed! We should go meet Dunyarzad.
Not at all. I arrived early.
You seem kinda tired.
I'm doing well. There's no need to worry. Shall we go? Let's start with the stalls over there.
Sure! Ooh, they're selling food over that way! Let's go take a look!
This is a stall offering foods from the Haftmewa feast.
You are quite well informed, miss. I thought most people nowadays wouldn't know.
They're all plants! Oh, Paimon's a little disappointed. Actually, what is the Haftmewa feast?
It's one of the Sub-Zero's festival's traditions. People used to set their tables with 7 different foods to symbolize the 7 virtues.
Appear to be in the form of the moon.
Really? Paimon thought it looked...
The moon signifies... It's escaping me for now. Wait a moment.
Is he really looking it up in a book?
Oh, right. It means illusions and lies. But if you trust your intuition and overcome your fears...
Understood. I'll keep that in mind.
Oh, it's nothing. I'm just...
Guess that was still pretty interesting. So, where to next?
All right, soldiers. Now that you have your
Yes, Knight Ferris! What's going on? Is this a play?
Ferris, the Knight of Flowers, is another Sub-Zero.
It's all thank. Oh, do you want some Yalda candies?
What's to pick? Ooh.
And there's also lizard.
What? Traveler, help Paimon.
Great. These boxes of candy are numbered 1 to 5 from left to right. Which one do you... Ah, excellently chosen. Number 4 is indeed Sunsetia.
Ha-ha! Paimon, bet you had incredible luck. Huh? How's that possible? It's obviously random. Maybe we didn't sleep very well last night. Or maybe we slept too much.
Oh, sure.
Huh? Where are you going? You're just gonna walk off like that?
Huh?
A feeling of deja vu? Oh, Paimon knows what that is. It's when you feel like you've already... In that case, Paimon also felt something like that today. So, why'd you run here in such a hurry? So that's it! You're intentionally doing things you usually wouldn't and seeing if you still get that same feeling of deja vu.
Welcome, you two. Are you here for lunch? What would you like to eat? Got it. You don't look like you're from these parts, but I got us.
Coconut charcoal cake? Isn't it that bird? Oh, Paimon understands what you're trying to do now. You'd never normally order something like this. That thing? Isn't this going a bit too far? How was it? The look on your face is telling Paimon that it tasted awful. Then, you mean... That's impossible! We were just talking about how gross it looked! So, would this be a case of taste bud deja vu? Paimon also gets the impression that we've been here many times, even though we aren't regulars. How...
You just can't beat the atmosphere here.
Hey! Dinyarzad is sitting by herself on that bench over there! What a coincidence, Dinyarzad! We meet at—
Oh, I ran into some kidnappers just now, but thankfully Dia came to my rescue.
Kidnappers? Oh my—
I'm okay. Dia's arm got scratched.
Whew. That's a big relief. But...
Not at all. I've always been like this. Excessive is besides, no matter how amazing today may be, it is but a single day. After however many more days...
Paimon doesn't quite follow you, and Paimon feels like something's really got you down right now.
It really is fine. I don't mind. Huh? Did something happen?
Dinyarzad, have you ever felt deja vu? You know, like when you've already experienced something that's happening right now?
Deja vu? No. But my days have been the same for years now. Even if I were feeling deja vu, I suppose I would already be used to it.
Oh, Paimon sees. Then, is it only the two of us?
It's almost time.
Huh?
Nilou's Dance of Sub-Zero.
With your lack of intellectual credentials, I do not believe you are qualified to debate with me. What you should be doing is finding work. Ridiculous eyesore. When we return, have the scribe draft an order.
Understood. I will inform.
The Sub-Zeru's festive.
Nilou, are you—
Oh, Dinyarzad. The Grand Sage ordered—
It's okay. There's nothing we can—
But you've been really looking forward to this.
It truly is unfortunate.
True, but...
The next festival.
Wait, what did...
No, nothing. I'll be
Paimon can't believe what those useless geezers did! Ah! So, in the end, you still couldn't figure out what that deja vu feeling was all about? Maybe it really was because of exhaustion. Same here. That's why Paimon stopped thinking about... Then, how about we settle in and get a good night's sleep? For now, we can chalk things up to exhaustion. We can do more thinking tomorrow.
Observing a modest drop in the output of jnana energy, but values still remain within normal parameters.
Continue to monitor for variances in the data and find the cause as soon as possible.
Why does Paimon feel so tired after so much sleep? Waiting.
Not at all.
Huh? Paimon thinks you sound kinda tired.
I'm doing well. There's no need to worry. Shall we go?
Great idea! Let's get going! Traveler? Hey.
It's all thanks to Miss Dunyarzad's sponsorship that the children can enjoy the Sub-Zero. Oh, are you interested? It's not that simple. Each box contains a... And there's also... No problem. These boxes of candy are numbered 1 to 5 from left to right. Which one do you want? Oh-ho! I like your confidence. No hesitation at all. Oh, congratulations! Number 4 is indeed Sunsetia.
Paimon knew he always had incredible luck. Paimon's not really...
Wait. How did you know? Don't tell me that you already knew with...
What? He was...
That couldn't have been luck. How is this possible? I packed all those boxes this morning and they've been sealed ever since. Mind reading? X-ray vision?
Tell us what's going on! Since when did you get superpowers? Traveler? Hey, where... What's going on? Did you see something? Us leaving Dunyarzad without letting her know is... What are you looking for? Why did we come here? traveler. That's... Look! That's... Isn't that Dunyarzad? What's happening here? Why are there 2 Dunyarzads?
You already know that this isn't your first Sub-Zero's festival, don't you? I'm sure you already know how to use this.
A knowledge capsule? Where did you get it? What's inside?
You should use it too, Paimon.
You know Paimon? Well, this seems kinda sketchy, but Paimon feels like this is what we should do. What the? This is our 20th time at the Sub-Zero's festival? Huh? No. The 30th? 40th? Just how many times have we been to the Sub-Zero's festival? Have we been trapped in a single day? If it weren't for you, we wouldn't have even realized. What the heck was inside that knowledge capsule?
Your memories are still scrambled? Try your best to remember. This isn't the first time we've met, and I answered that question a long time ago.
Let Paimon think. What about everyone else?
Your sense of deja vu is stronger than everyone else's, yes? As for an explanation, you two received the blessing of Dendro, and you also have special, sensitive constitutions. It was as if a single sheet of paper was separating those memories from your consciousness. A familiar question. I think this is the 7th time you asked that. As you can see, she isn't doing well. You probably sensed it too. The Dunyarzad you were just with is different from the first Dunyarzad you met. That first Dunyarzad is in front of you right now, and she doesn't have a lot of time left. Looks like you're almost done sorting out your brain. Oh yeah, I'm Nahida. Good, you passed the test.
What's happening? You can awaken our memories, and you seem like you know what's going on. Oh, wait, please don't tell Paimon even you don't know.
Everything in this world runs in a loop. This cycle is called a samsara. You, me, and everyone else are all stuck inside a one-day samsara. As for the truth, that's on you to find out. If you were told the truth instead of discovering it yourselves, it would literally blow your minds. I don't know how you'd be after that. I can only give you surface-level help, like bits of information and subtle hints. For the rest...
She looks like she isn't doing well at all.
If we can break out of the samsara, I might... But as things are right now, she's just a small bird in the sky that's about to lose its last feathers. Oh...
You sure love to use weird analogies.
Analogies are wonderful too. Okay, so, with what you know so far, what do you think the truth is?
The moon, illusions, and lies. What do they all mean? What's happening right now seems to have happened before. This feeling has been getting stronger and stronger. We've already experienced the SUMERU's festival many times, and the day of the festival seems to be in a perpetual samsara. The Grand Sage said, "Go celebrate the birth of that god to your heart's content." Did he mean something more? My mind feels exhausted, even though I haven't done too much. That doesn't sound right. I need to carefully think things through. I can't see. What's happening right now seems to have happened before. This feeling has been getting stronger and stronger. That doesn't sound right. That should be it. The flow of time is endlessly cycling within one single day. The moon, the Grand Sage said, "We've already experienced." That should be it.
A time loop. You've given similarly wrong answers.
Still the wrong answer.
A simple time loop can't explain some of the phenomena.
Dunyarzad.
The SUMERU's festival is happening every day, but that...
Let's think about our current situation. To save Dunyarzad, and to do that, we need to figure out... Nahida rejected the idea of a time loop, so we must have missed something. Paimon's memories say that we've already done this many times.
Hey, it's you guys. I see. Did you come back to buy something? I guarantee the freshness of my products. I harvested them. Huh? What brought this about? I hurried back.
To put it another way...
What kind of philosophical Didn't you know that no one dreams in He
actually has a point. Is this a dream? Is everyone dreaming? True. It's so weird that people here don't dream. Anyway, if this all really were just a dream, we would have woken up.
Oh, it's you two. Was my divination so accurate that you felt compelled to compliment me in person? Ooh, I knew it! I told you, the god's divination is highly accurate. You just hadn't fully understood its significance yet.
You're really excited about this, huh?
Help you?
So, you're admitting that you don't have a clue?
Anyway, what kind of situation did you get into? Huh? Hold on a second. I thought what you just said... Are you...
Paimon knew you weren't going to believe it.
Marvelous. Truly marvelous.
When you say it like that, the divination does sound like it's related to what's going on. Can you read any more into it?
I believe that the Archon's revelation, the book only says, if you trust your instincts and overcome your fear...
So that's how it is. Looks like we haven't made any progress. Who else can we talk to? Paimon remembers that we tried talking to her a couple of times, but she always thinks we're playing pranks on her. You think she'll brush us off again? Yeah, if we tap into Dia's strong sense of at this time of day, Dia's probably just fit.
I'm fine, my lady. It's just a scratch.
Perfect timing.
Paimon, Traveler, you came at just the right time. Listen, there was a dangerous Huh? You saw? Then why didn't you jump in earlier?
You want the Traveler to take Dunyarzad somewhere to rest up while you check to see if there's still any kid.
How did you know what I was going to say?
We need to say something convincing.
Dia sold her greatsword to raise additional funds, and then she was injured because she wasn't used to her new weapon. People in SUMERU don't dream. What a strange phenomenon. That doesn't sound right. The moon, illusions. My mind feels exhausted, even though
I'm fine, my lady.
Perfect timing.
Paimon, Traveler, you came at just the right time. Listen, there was a dangerous Huh?
You want the Traveler?
How did you know what
We need to say something
Dia sold her greatsword to raise additional funds, and then she...
Tell her, Traveler!
I didn't tell anyone about that, including Miss Dunyarzad.
All right, so this is the...
It's kinda hard to believe what you just told me. First, let me make something clear. Most of us desert dwellers might not be the scholarly type, but we do have basic common sense.
She's quieter than usual.
Yeah, she isn't the same. Her parents said that this is how she was like at first.
I don't quite understand what you're all talking about.
My lady, are you angry? All right, I'll give you the benefit of the doubt since you knew about my greatsword. Let's make this a quick trip.
Nahida! We brought a friend! Are you busy?
I thought I told you that it won't help to bring anyone here.
We just wanted her to see the real Dunyarzad's condition.
The real Dunyarzad? Where and who are you talking to?
Huh?
I told you that...
Hold on. Over there. Is that?
Wow. How perceptive. Does she have invisible antennae?
Miss Dunyarzad, she's lying down here, isn't she? How's she doing?
Her condition's really bad, and she's basically in a coma.
I can sense her aura. There are also lingering feelings of something like regret or disappointment. What happened?
Do you believe us now? The SUMERU's festival has been repeating itself. So, think the sages are behind this?
Yeah, they've always been against us. Wouldn't surprise me if they're using the Akasha to intentionally repeat the SUMERU's festival as a sick joke.
You have a point. Aside from the Dendro Archon, the Academia's sages are the only ones in SUMERU who could... Maybe there's more to the Akasha than we know. Right! Didn't you awaken our memories using something that looked like a knowledge capsule?
The Akasha relies on the power of a gnosis to operate, as it is the manifestation of the God of Wisdom's power. It compiles the wisdom of the entire populace, and it grants knowledge to the people.
A gnosis could do that? No wonder the Akasha is so magical. It's being powered by the gnosis of SUMERU's Archon.
So, this Nahida you mentioned, what did she say?
She said, and Paimon quotes, "The Akasha relies on the power of a gnosis to operate, as it is the manifestation of the God of Wisdom's power. It compiles the wisdom of the entire populace, and it grants knowledge to the people."
Compiles the wisdom of the entire populace and grants knowledge to the people. Wait. I get the grants knowledge part. That's what people have always used the Akasha for, but compiling the entire...
Did she mean that the sages enter new knowledge into the Akasha? Oh yeah, that sounds about right. What do you think?
Okay, Nahida said the Akasha relies on the power of a gnosis to operate, as it is the manifestation of the God of Wisdom's power. It compiles the wisdom of the entire populace, and it grants knowledge to the people. People in SUMERU don't dream. What a strange phenomenon. That doesn't sound... What's happening right now seems to have happened before. My mind feels...
I get the grants knowledge.
Did she mean that the sages enter new knowledge into the Akasha? Oh yeah, that sounds about right. What do you...
Okay, Nahida said the Akasha relies on the power of a gnosis to operate, as it is the manifestation of the God of Wisdom's power. It compiles the wisdom of the entire populace, and it grants knowledge to the people. That doesn't sound right.
You mean the Akasha is causing our mental fatigue? When the desert dwellers set off on their quest for knowledge, a sage once said, knowledge always comes at a price. Compiling the entire country's knowledge. You think the Akasha pulled a 180 and is extracting information from us? Who knows? The Akasha can put knowledge into our heads, so who's to say that it can't also poke around in there? We don't know any specifics.
What's the point of doing something like that?
Just think about it. If you could combine the knowledge of every single person in SUMERU, then you can basically turn SUMERU City into a single massive brain.
An excellent deduction. And the analogy comparing SUMERU City to a massive brain? I love it.
In that case, we should take off our Akasha terminals right away. Maybe that'll solve this problem.
Yeah, I was only wearing this for show in the first place. Didn't expect the sages to cook up such a conspiracy. Mark my words, when this is over, I'm getting evidence and exposing this whole thing to the public.
How does everyone feel? Huh? What is it? Oh, that! Paimon knows what you're talking about. It's a single soft beep that sounds like it's coming from the Akasha terminal.
The sound of a beep. Could it be a prompt tone for when the Akasha is operating?
That's probably an important clue. We weren't using our terminals, but we heard a beep anyway. Traveler, did you hear that?
I heard it too. Our ears aren't messing with us. There was definitely a beep. We took off our Akasha terminals.
Phase runtime has exceeded its expected length. At this rate, there may be
But we cannot lose.
Paimon remembers everything!
Good. You adapted quickly this time.
We definitely took off our Akasha terminals last night, but we still heard that beep. Why is that? But now we can at least confirm one thing. The Akasha definitely is... Oh, Paimon doesn't get it. Why would the Akasha go this far if all it wants...
It's extremely difficult for lab rats in an experiment to understand why they're being treated the way...
If we're lab rats, then what are you? Nahida, you've never...
I guess... I'm the moon.
The moon? Wasn't that the result of our divination?
Anyway, knowing who I am won't help you get closer to the truth, so you should focus on other things.
Okay then. Dia helped us a lot.
Ah, there you are. I've already taken care of those kidnappers. My lady, did you get hurt?
Dia!
What's wrong? Why are you both gawking at me like that?
You didn't get hurt
Huh? What do you mean this time? Why are you so surprised that I managed to get out unscathed? Those kids were amateurs. Shh! How did you know about my greatsword? I haven't told any—
So Dia's lost her memories after all.
Anything strange? You already know that I got a new greatsword. If I had to say something, it's as if I've already used it to fight a count—
You're saying that, although you don't remember using it, your body—
That's right. Both mercenaries and war—
Traveler, what do you think? Yeah, Paimon's feeling really hopeful. Oh, you're right! Earlier in the Samsara, something like this would have never happened.
I have no clue what you two—
So you want us to take Dunyarzad somewhere else to rest?
How did you know what I was gonna say?
Forget it. It's finally nighttime. Aside from Dia not getting injured, everything seems to have stayed the same. Listen, Nahida, we found out that Dia got out just fine today, even though she got injured every other time she fought the kidnappers. Do you think the Samsara has been broken?
Really? Good job on the—
Hey! What kind of an answer is that?
Tomorrow will come. Everyone assumes this is common knowledge, but the only way you can know that for sure is if you experience How many todays has it been? Is it possible that today will be followed by yesterday? Does tomorrow truly exist as any— It's even possible that this entire world is a lie, and the history of the whole world has just been one endless Sub-Zero's festival.
Okay, no more!
That's why it makes no sense to waste your energy thinking about things you will learn tomorrow. Get some good rest. You know, use the bathroom and flush your anxiety dookie away. Huh? People always say they feel a sense of relief after they take a duk-duk. That's why I suggest...
it's so strange and so against common sense that... Paimon's at a loss for words. Yeah, even though it's happy and lively...
Continue the harvest. Compared to what we stand to achieve, these sacrifices...
We're still in the same day! Nahida, you already knew last night that we didn't break out of the...
Would there have been a point? You would have spent the night with new worries, with tomorrow still out of reach. In that case, you might as well rest within that brief moment of hope. An opportunity like that doesn't...
Paimon's at the Duke did that!
Of course. In the time we've been together...
Paimon's...
In other words...
Nahida's talking about confusing stuff again.
Anyway, that's enough chit-chat. So, Traveler, did the new clues yesterday help you...
Huh? Why are you scrapping your previous theory? Oh, yeah! You're right! Gosh, how did we not notice that? In a simple time loop, people's physical conditions should also reset.
So, what's your new hypothesis?
Mercenaries rely heavily on muscle memory, and Dia was able to use her experiences to avoid injury in later samsara cycles. Okay, Nahida said the Akasha relies on the power of a gnosis to operate, as it is the manifestation... Okay, We've already experienced the SUMERU. The beep is a prompt... That doesn't sound right. The moon... illusions... That doesn't sound right.
We're still in the same day! Nahida!
Would there have been a point? You would have spent the night with new worries, with tomorrow still out. In that case, you might as well rest within that brief moment of hope. An opportunity like that...
Paimon's at the Duke did that!
Of course. In the time we've been together, you two have...
Paimon's flattered and everything.
In other words, if you weren't here, I may as well not exist.
Nahida's talking about confusing...
Anyway, that's enough chit-chat. So, Traveler, did the new...
Huh? Why are you scrapping your previous theory? Oh, yeah! You're right! Gosh, how did we not know...
So, what's...
The beep is a prompt tone for Akasha operations. We still hear it every night, even though we removed our Akasha terminals. The moon... If all our memories of a day are erased at the end of that day, then we would unwittingly relive the same...
Oh! Then the beep we hear every night could just be indicating the deletion of our memories. That's why when we wake up, everyone thinks the SUMERU's festival hasn't happened yet. It's already the next day, but everyone still thinks it's the day before. But muscle memory can't be erased. That's why Dia has been getting
A brilliant deduction.
Nahida, tell us if we're...
To put it simply, It's as if you've mistaken a pyro crystal fly for a firefly in the night. You lost sight of its true nature because you focus too much on your perception that it glows.
That isn't simple at all!
Why don't you go talk to Miss Dia again?
Right! She did help us.
There you are. Really took me a while to find you.
As expected, Dia also didn't
Get hurt? Why would I?
Well, you're still getting used to your...
Huh. Truth be told, I also think it's pretty strange. It just suddenly felt so familiar in my hands and...
Traveler, could you explain the situation to her today? Paimon's gotten a little... Oh, that works!
What happened to you guys while I was gone?
Don't think too hard about it. Just take what we're saying at face value.
Alright then, let me get this straight. You're telling me that my body's already gotten used to this great...
Yes! Your memory's being erased!
Then I'd have to disagree. That's
Oh? Why do you think that?
If we've actually been reliving the SUMERU's festival day after day, then what happened to the things we used? The money we spent, the food? Common sense says my wallet should have emptied itself a long time ago. There's no way I wouldn't have noticed that.
Right! They could use the Akasha to record what everyone did that day, and then use the city's resources to replenish everything! It's not very likely, but it's also not impossible.
No, it is impossible. I've got proof.
You have proof?
You two are surprisingly serious about this nonsensical discussion. Come with me, Miss Dunyarzad. Please...
I can't believe it's Dia who wants to show us something this time. 2 days ago, we were the ones taking her to see Dunyarzad.
This is it.
Huh? This is a...
See those marks on the dummy? Those are the result of several days. Let's say the sages didn't replace it every day. Shouldn't it be hacked to pieces by now?
That's true, but...
Then the sages would have had to reproduce every mark I left during previous... I'm a professional fighter. My martial... The force, angle, and entry point of each strike is... It's just as they say. Each sword...
Is it really impossible? What if they use something?
People often say that a camera's photo can never replace an artist. The same thing applies here. At a mere glance, I can differentiate carved marks from the results of combat. Whew, I hope that cleared things up for you. Anyway, it's getting late. I should escort Miss Dunyarzad to Nilu's stage. See you later.
Well, back to square one. But at least we've Yep, that's true. So, can we think of any new ideas right now? Strange? Paimon feels like everything's been Huh? Leaving the city? You're right! It's really strange how Paimon can't believe it! Did we miss this because we're tunnel visioning too hard on our other theories? Or because we're just too tired? How about we go back and ask Nahida?
back early today?
Sort of. We're mostly sure now that we're not in a time loop. And we also aren't in the real world. But at the same time, we have a new question.
Leaving the city. Plans to do that twice before.
We did? But we don't remember.
Let me think. I don't think you ever actually told me what the outcome was. Oh, it's probably more accurate to say that both times you never came back the whole night. But you two sometimes stay out the entire night anyway, so at the time, I didn't think...
It is true that sometimes we lose track of time during our investigations. Before we know it, it'll already be the next day.
Really? That's kinda strange.
Yep. Something here's definitely fishy. Our memories are back! About that... Well...
Traveler, aside from your memories that were just restored, I have another message for you. Listen to it and you'll understand.
Can't go back. There are countless spaces here. Our SUMERU's festival in SUMERU City is just one of them.
Traveler, you should be missing 2 days' worth of memories. Paimon will fit... It's time to carry out our plan from yesterday. Okay, let's...
Why can't we leave the city? What is the academia up to now?
Don't ask me. It's not like I can tell you anything. This is a direct order from the Grand...
I have a real emergency. My goods have already arrived.
That's your problem.
But it's not like you can just predict business matters in advance.
It looks like the academia already announced the lockdown. Let's go and question... Hello, sir. What?
Here we go again. Don't ask. We just received an order that no one is allowed to enter or exit SUMERU today. They didn't tell us anything else. Angering me won't get you...
It looks like he really doesn't know. If we can't get anything out of him, let's take matters into our own hands. This is a good spot. And the guard... Huh? Why? Are you going to leave Paimon behind? But... What if things get... Oh, Paimon knows that Paimon can't do much, but... We've always been... Okay. Promise Paimon that you'll come back as soon... And please... Memories! Traveler! Paimon would never see... Paimon waited for you for hours and hours at the city wall and you never came back! You promised Paimon that you were only...
Paimon, calm down. He's here now.
Paimon doesn't care! Paimon wanted to go look for you, but you also said that Paimon should stay! Paimon was so worried and so scared the entire day! Okay. Paimon will forgive you. The most important thing is that you didn't actually disappear. Oh, Paimon was so scared that you had gone into another world.
Okay. Paimon, can you tell us your perspective of what really happened yesterday? I see.
After that, you left the city. Paimon kept her eyes on you the whole time, but then you... disappeared in an instant. No way! Paimon was watching you with the fullest...
What's your perspective, Traveler? You sure you don't have any I guess that explains everything.
So, if we leave the city, our memories will be completely erased? It really sounds like but this way, we'll also never discover what's outside! Something like a message?
Don't look at me like that. I'm not used to being... well...
Yep!
I'm done. Here you go.
What? Isn't this just
I made some little changes. Akasha terminals are all...
To make something like this? Nahida.
Yep. I'll help you save the messages.
We'll never know until we try. At least, let's go then. Let's expose those things. All right. Okay. That covers everything that's happened so far.
Yes. Although the signal was choppy and had some interference, we still managed to receive 2 messages.
Okay, now that you understand what's going on...
Can't go back. There are countless spaces here. Our SUMERU's festival in SUMERU City is just one of them. I've entered another space. Before me are flowing sandstone and howling fish. Impossible and surreal sights. All these spaces are empty except for the occasional ones that contain mute puppets rather than people. I can't sense any human presence.
That's one heck of an info dump. It sounds like you left the SUMERU city space when you set foot outside of the walls. But everything looked completely normal when Paimon was looking out from the inside. That's unbelievable.
And there's another part here. I only received it last night.
These spaces have been disappearing one after the other, absorbed by something like a sun in the sky. And now, even the final space has also disappeared. Behind me, a lot of spaces just appeared again from thin air. I get it now! Those spaces are actually...
Why did the message end right there? What did the Traveler want to say?
Probably because yesterday just happened to end at that moment.
Oh, right. Paimon did hear a beep from the Akasha. Did it come?
The message. It should have come from the Traveler's Akasha terminal.
After the beep, Traveler said even the final space has also disappeared.
Traveler, what do you think that final space could have been?
All the bizarre spaces I saw outside the city had one thing in common: a lack of human presence. Was that space actually the real world? But wouldn't a real space just randomly disappearing like that be catastrophic? My impression is that each day in this samsara only ends at the sound of that beep from the Akasha.
Oh, so that's what it is! After the sound of the beep, the final space, the SUMERU's festival, also disappears, and we're taken to the next day. Later on, Traveler also mentioned a bunch of new spaces materializing behind them. Paimon's head is...
Well, consider this. For all the horrors of the Archon War, at its heart, it was just a game where a bunch of gods fought over 7 seats. So no matter how strange or spooky things may look on the surface, maybe all they point to in the end is a small and simple secret.
Wow, The Archon War, huh? That's an analogy and a half. Hey! Do you want some alone time to think?
The dance of Sub-Zeros is about to begin. I'm going to go watch it.
Okay. Why don't you go ahead?
Okay then. See you later.
Have you figured it out yet, Traveler? Time is awesome! What is it? Paimon wants to know! Oh. You're back! I've been waiting forever for you two. Are you ready to take your Sub-Zero's exam and graduate from the festival? Okay.
All the bizarre spaces I saw outside the city had one thing in common: a lack of human presence. Those spaces remind me of dreams, like the one I had in the Avidia Forest, except these have no sign of human presence. That doesn't sound right. All the bizarre spaces I saw outside the city had one... The moon, illusions, and lies. People in SUMERU don't dream. What a strange phenomenon. Hmm. 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 I can't... We are all in a dream. It isn't that the people of SUMERU don't dream. Rather, the Akasha is taking their dreams from them. People in SUMERU...
People in SUMERU think they don't dream. But the truth is, the Akasha and those spaces with no human presence are stolen dreams without their host. That would... So people in Sumeru do dream after all.
Correct answer. Now, how did you conclude that the Akasha is capable of this? The Akasha relies on the power of a gnosis to operate. It is the manifestation of... The Akasha relies on the... It compiles the wisdom of the entire and it grants knowledge to the people. It is the manifestation of the...
Oh, okay. Those dream-controlling creatures in the forest also get their power from the Dendro Art. But is stealing everyone's dreams really how the Akasha compiles their wisdom?
Dreams are fantastical, complex, and full of imagination. People's brains are the most active when they're... In other words, dreams are rich bundles of human wisdom.
So in other words, the complete opposite of how Hypatia understood it. Paimon remembers her saying that the sages think dreams are foolish delusions, and the fact that no one dreams is a blessing from Greater Lord Rukkhadevata. So it was... The real story is that the sages from the Academia are using the Akasha to steal people's dreams for their own use, huh?
Oh? By the sounds of it, you understand the current situation pretty well. So then, what about the Samsara?
The beep is a prompt tone for Akasha operations. We still hear it every night, even though we removed our Akasha terminal. Those spaces kept disappearing before my eyes. But as soon as that beep sounded, many more spaces materialized. Those dreamscapes kept vanishing, but as soon as that beep sounded, more new spaces appeared. I can't... Those spaces kept disappearing before my eyes. But as soon as that beep sounded, many more spaces... The Grand Sage said, "Go celebrate the birth of that god to your heart's content." We've already experienced the Sub-Zeru's festival many times. My mind feels exhausted. The Grand Sage said, "Go celebrate the birth of that god." Those dreamscapes kept vanishing, but as soon as that beep sounded, more new spaces appeared. Those spaces kept disappearing before my eyes, but as soon as that beep sounded... That doesn't sound right. Those spaces kept disappearing. That doesn't sound... That doesn't sound right. That doesn't sound right. That doesn't sound...
Correct. The Akasha is keeping each person's brain in a constant dream state, but also separating their consciousness. Their disembodied consciousness is placed inside the collective dream of the Sub-Zeru's festival along with everyone else's, while their now vacant dreams are harvested by the Akasha. No one is any the wiser as another day passes in the dream. People wake up to yet another dream about the Sub-Zeru's festival.
So, this is like a dream factory.
Very good, Paimon. Using analogies well is an excellent
Okay, so that beep we keep hearing is actually from our real life.
Alright, last question. Who am I?
They say that alchemical divination is the Dendro Archon's divine revelation. So then, if Nahida has referred to herself as the moon... Now that I think about it, wasn't illusions a hint that we're all dreaming? Now that I think about it, wasn't illusions hinting at the sage's That doesn't sound... Now that I think about... That doesn't sound right.
So you noticed. I thought that one would be the hardest question. That's why I put it last.
That wasn't hard at all. Now that you mention it, Nahida, it's funny. Thinking back to when we were asking all over the place for info about Lesser Lord Kusanali. Paimon did...
Yes, those... On the other hand, I'd be happy to answer any more... I know, right? Why did they have to base this dream on my birthday?
Could it... Even you don't know the reason?
The Academia sages are determined. Traveler, do you have it?
The Grand Sage said...
Celebrate the birth of that... Could it mean...
Can humans really keep dreaming?
You might say your mental especially those...
People's lives are at stake here!
Deceiving the people after we end the SUMERU's... How can the sage... In the end, I'm just the moon.
A sun and a moon? Oh, we're out of...
I'll tell you how to break free of the samsara tomorrow.
Nahida? Wait. No. Hey! What's wrong, Nahida? You don't look...
I'm afraid that what you're thinking right now is correct.
Did Dunyarzad already disappear?
The real Dunyarzad's consciousness has indeed disappeared. It can no longer endure the constant dream harvesting.
Paimon can't believe it.
She's actually something like a puppet. The real Dunyarzad's consciousness could no longer keep... So another Dunyarzad...
But personality-wise...
Puppets are still... You know,
Dunyarzad truly believed that she met you within her consciousness. And it was...
Yes. I just gave her a little wisdom, so she could look at life in a new way. So that she could be her own person. But even so, she's still... far from it. I'm still a long... I couldn't even save her.
Please don't be... Don't be like that, Nahi.
To prevent more tragedies like this.
Great, but...
Although the SUMERU... That means this dream belongs to a host who created...
Huh?
So... Well, if this is... Which means, with the power of imagination...
Imagination?
Imagination means breaking through what you perceive as... Like when the server at the tavern brings a plate to you, you'd naturally assume that food is on. However, if you're the dream's host and you become aware that you're dreaming, the dream will... But right now, our host is unaware that this is a dream. No matter how many times they're served, find some way to...
How are we going to... And even if we did, after all, like...
It's extremely difficult. As for me...
Out of town?
Yes. Hurry and go.
Oh, she was such a good person. Yeah, but Paimon's wondering, do you think the sages would get one of the... Huh. So, who do you think the host of the dream is? Oh, that... Let's go ask him some questions.